What's up everyone, my name is RoyaleRebelle, and in this video I'm sharing another DVD survivor build. This one I'm going to nickname the Houdini build because the idea behind this build is to allow survivors to become hidden mid-chase. Shout out to Avid Screamer on TikTok for sharing the build. So the basis of this build is Inner Healing, Quick and Quiet, and Lucky Break. When testing it out, I was using Overcome, but honestly this is a flex spot. Inner Healing is a general survivor perk, or Nancy for those who have the Stranger Things chapter. How it works is whenever you cleanse a totem, then hide in a locker after being injured or in the deep wound state, you are healed 1 health state after 8 seconds. Quick and Quiet is a Meg perk. It suppresses the loud noise notification and the sound effects of rush actions from vaulting windows or pallets or jumping in and out of a locker. It has a 20-second cooldown. Lucky Break is a Yui perk. Lucky Break activates when you are in the injured state. It suppresses pools of blood and scratch marks for a maximum of 60 seconds. You recharge Lucky Break each second spent healing another survivor up to its max duration. Overcome is a Jonah perk. It's an exhaustion perk in which survivors are granted 2 additional seconds on top of the speed boost they receive when being hit by a killer. How this build works is you start off the match by trying to find a totem. This will allow you to heal when hiding in a locker. When in chase, you wait for the killer to hit you, at which time you use the additional speed boost from Overcome with the hidden blood and scratch marks to find a locker and hide in it. Quick and Quiet will prevent the notification of jumping into the locker, and you wait out the 8 seconds for Inner Healing to restore you back to healthy. Overall, I think this build has a lot of potential to be fun. I think it's kind of funny to confuse killers, and this build definitely has the potential to do that. But there are a couple of things to keep in mind with this build. Because Inner Healing requires totems in order to activate, you're automatically limited off the bat to 5 chances to make this work. Those chances dwindle if you have other survivors also cleansing totems. So a hard counter to this build is honestly a killer running a hex build, because unless the survivors think it's haunted ground, they're probably going to be cleansing the hex totems. Now, not necessarily a bad thing, but something to keep in mind is that this build does require a greater sense of map awareness. You have to know how to find the totems around the map, and you also want to make sure you're not in an area that only has 1 locker or 1 set of lockers. I'm going to be honest, the first time I attempted this build, I didn't realize it was in a tile with only 1 locker, and the spirit that was chasing me was able to find me pretty quickly. And then this, I'm going to admit, I struggled a bit with getting Lucky Break to recharge. Now, it's probably because this was my first time ever using Lucky Break, and I primarily play solo queue as a survivor. I just don't know if Lucky Break's worth the trouble. After the self-healing nerf, it's still pretty obnoxious trying to get other players to either let them heal you or get heals from them. And this build also dissuades using items because you need the full time to recharge the perk. To me, I just don't see the benefit. I think there are better perks you can use as a survivor. Again, overall, I do think this is a build worth experimenting with. It uses a decent number of non-meta perks, which could give survivors an upper hand as killers will be less likely to expect these perks. And you can also get really creative with that flex spot, such as swapping out Overcome for Head On. You can stun the killer once you've regained your health, and you can use that as a window of opportunity to escape. Or you can use Dance With Me, which will allow you to exit the lockers without that notification. There's definitely a lot of options that you can use to add flair to this build. But what do you guys think? Is this a build that you would try? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of my content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so I can bring you more Dead by Daylight content. And if you want to check out my Twitch streams, I currently go live Monday through Thursday starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.